East Asia, and particularly South Korea, has had a growing and multifaceted influence on life in the United Kingdom. This influence is visible across culture, politics, trade, and even sport, shaping British society in both subtle and overt ways. In recent years, the rise of South Korea as a cultural and economic power has made its mark on the UK, with increasing integration of Korean trends, products, and values into everyday British life. One of the most visible aspects of South Korean influence in the UK is through popular culture. The global spread of Korean entertainment, often referred to as Korean Wave or Hallyu, has reshaped British media consumption. K-pop groups such as BTS and Blackpink have amassed massive fan bases in the UK, regularly trending on social media and selling out arena concerts. These fans, often young and digitally savvy, engage in organised online communities that not only celebrate music but also raise money for charities and social causes, demonstrating how Korean culture fosters new forms of social participation in the UK. In parallel, K-dramas like Squid Game, Crash Landing on You, and Extraordinary Attorney Woo have surged in popularity on streaming platforms like Netflix, altering viewing habits and setting new standards for emotional depth and production quality. These dramas have sparked interest in Korean storytelling, social issues, and even language, with many British fans picking up basic Korean phrases and enrolling in Korean language courses. Food is another significant channel through which South Korea has influenced British lifestyles. The UK has seen an explosion of Korean restaurants and food stalls, particularly in major cities like London, Manchester, Birmingham, and Edinburgh. Popular dishes such as bibimbap, bulgogi, tteokbokki, and have been enthusiastically embraced, and Korean barbecue has become a sought-after dining experience. Supermarkets have adapted by stocking Korean noodles like samyang, and they have integrated Korean flavours into British kitchens. Korean-style cafes serving bingsu, which is shaved ice desserts, and aesthetically designed pastries have become Instagram staples. The widespread appeal of Korean cuisine illustrates a broader shift in British taste toward East Asian food and reflects how culinary imports can reshape everyday consumer habits. An interesting example of cultural exchange is the YouTube channel Korean Englishman, which bridges Korean and British culture by introducing Korean food, customs, and celebrities to a British audience. With millions of subscribers, the channel has featured Korean actors, footballers, and even British schoolchildren trying Korean dishes. The creators, Josh and Ollie, have become cultural ambassadors in their own right, making Korean culture more accessible and appealing to British viewers. Their videos have introduced many to Korean etiquette, language, and cuisine in a casual and entertaining format, helping break down stereotypes and build curiosity. Sport has also served as a vital area of Korean cultural influence in the UK, particularly through global reach of the Premier League. Son Heung-min, the South Korean forward for Tottenham Hotspur, is one of the league's most celebrated stars. As the first Asian player to win the Premier League Golden Boot, Son has not only achieved sporting success, but also become a symbol of South Korean excellence and humility. His popularity has brought thousands of Korean fans to British football, increased the Premier League's viewership in East Asia, and made Korean flags and chants a regular feature in stadiums. Hwang Hee-chan has also done this. He plays for the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Moreover, Kim Min-jae, which was briefly linked with Premier League clubs before joining Bayern Munich, have also contributed to this visibility. Their presence has helped diversify the league and show British fans the global nature of football talent. On a diplomatic level, state visits and official exchanges have strengthened the political and economic ties between the UK and South Korea. In November 2023, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol conducted a state visit to the UK, hosted by King Charles III. This visit celebrated 140 years of diplomatic relations between the two countries and resulted in new agreements on trade, technology, and security cooperation. The two nations also announced plans to collaborate on green technology, cyber defense, and artificial intelligence, underlining the importance of shared democratic values and mutual economic interests. Such visits not only bolster bilateral ties, but also influence domestic policies and international cooperation strategies. Trade and investment further highlight the tangible impact of South Korea on British life. Following the UK's departure from the European Union, a UK-South Korea free trade agreement was secured to maintain relationships in commerce. South Korea is a vital trading partner, exporting electronics, semiconductors and vehicles, particularly through companies like Hyundai and Kia, which are now common on British roads. Korean conglomerates like Samsung and LG have also played a significant role in shaping British consumer electronics markets. At the same time, UK exports to South Korea such as whiskey, pharmaceuticals and financial services show that this relationship is reciprocal. Additionally, South Korean investments in UK infrastructure and clean energy projects are helping drive innovation and job creation, further integrating the two economies. Beyond trade and media, Korean aesthetics and lifestyle ideals have influenced British social norms, especially among younger generations. The rise of K-beauty, Korean skincare and makeup products has transformed the British beauty industry, leading to an emphasis on skin-first care routines, gentle ingredients and minimalist design. Popular brands like Innisfree and Cause X are widely available in the UK and have reshaped how British consumers think about skincare. Korean fashion, often characterized by oversized fits, pastel tones and gender-neutral styles, has begun to challenge conventional British fashion norms, particularly around masculinity and self-expression. Moreover, the popularity of Korean culture has inspired a growing interest in language learning and cultural studies. Korean is one of the fastest growing languages on platforms like Duolingo in the UK. Universities have seen rising enrollment in Korean studies, and cultural institutes like the Korean Cultural Centre UK in London offer exhibitions, film festivals and language classes, further fostering cross-cultural understanding. In conclusion, South Korea's life in the UK is a rich tapestry of culture, economic and political threads. From the K-pop songs blasting in British gyms and the success of Son Heung-min on the football pitch to deepening diplomatic ties and a love for kimchi in British households. South Korean culture has moved from the margins to the mainstream. This influence is not just a passing trend but a sign of a more interconnected global society where East Asian ideas, aesthetics and values are actively shaping modern British life. As the relationship between the UK and South Korea continues to develop, it is likely that this cultural exchange will grow even deeper, enriching both societies in meaningful ways.